Okay, so here we are. We're going to actually now test a particular food item to see whether it is good for me or not. And so what you do, I'm going to show you the simplest way of doing it, and that is you make a mudra with your left hand by putting your thumb into the palm like that, and then you point it at a particular food item, in this case this sweet potato there. You look at the sweet potato, you point your hand like that forward with your fingers pointing towards it. You then swing your pendulum forward and back. And there we go, we get a clockwise yes direction for me. That sweet potato is good for me to eat. So there it is, that's a simple and quick and direct response. The other way of doing it is if you have a particular area of your body that has a real health issue, whether your heart, your lungs, wherever, you can take and hold the item, in my case the prostate area. So I'm going to hold it against that area. I'm then going to swing my pendulum forward and back as we always do when we start. And then we see what happens. I'm going to give you another trick while we're doing this. I'm going to talk. And it's really important, as I say, suspend your critical, rational brain judgment and just relax about this. It's such an incredible tool to give you a response to something. If you're suffering from allergies or a health problem, this is so valuable. It saved my life. That's why I'm doing this, to show other people how to do it. It's absolutely incredible. You find your yes direction by making a mudra looking at your pendulum this way. It's going clockwise. And to find your no direction, turn your hand down, touch your forefinger and thumb together, swing it forward and back, look at the pendulum, you get a no direction. Then you want to self-test to make sure you're not getting any switching errors or false positives. You swing it forward and back, you look at the pendulum, you put your thumb through your fist in the middle, and it says no, you're not getting a false positive. Ready to test. So to test, you can use your hand pointing at the item, or you can hold it directly on your area. Another trick that I find very useful to help calm the mind while you're testing, put the tip of your tongue on the upper palate, and that closes an energy circle both in Chinese Taoist practice and in yogic meditative practices and Buddhist practices. Putting the tongue that way, it helps to balance your energy and make your testing go. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through a lot of products quickly and just show you how to test quickly to get a yes or no. So here, some people say milk is the worst thing since sliced toast, and perhaps the pasteurized, homogenized versions are. This is certified organic, half and half cream and milk, and we're going to test out. I'm holding it against my prostate. And look at that. Yesterday I got a yes, and today I get a no. And it could be because I've had too much. It changes. So this for me, even though it's organic, it's saying no, don't use this stuff. So here, this is cheese, organic cheese. Let's see if it holds true for that. I just got a yes. Now it could well be because this is raw milk cheese, and raw dairy is totally different than pasteurized, homogenized, which changes its composition. So this is a cheddar cheese, raw milk. I got a yes for that one. I just bought some Starbucks coffee, and I haven't had coffee in a while. So here we go, forward and back, tongue on upper palate. Starbucks coffee is a yes for me today, and it may not be tomorrow, and it doesn't necessarily mean how much organic, raw, uncooked garbanzo beans. Should I cook those up tonight and make some hummus or what? No. It could be because of the phytic acid that's in grains and beans and so on. So that's a no for me right now. You know, the same old story about chocolate and like coffee. Some people say it's the worst thing since sliced toast, and other things it's the best thing since then. So we're going to test whether this chocolate is good for me or not. Forward and back, tongue and upper palate. And unfortunately for me today, it's not good. On other days I test yes, so it's not as if it's always a no, and it could be the type of product. Another one, another brand, another percentage, this is 70%, dark chocolate, may test yes for me. But today that one doesn't. Okay, wine. Is wine good for you or not? Well, here's some organic red wine. This may, and if I get a yes or no for this, all it means is this wine today, right now, is good for me or not. Let's see. It's a go. I can have this wine. And if I really want to drink, I have to see how much, because if I had one glass or half a glass, that may be my limit. So you can easily test that. We'll show you how to do that in a moment. Okay, supplements. This is a fantastic way to save a pile of money. You can go into a health food store or anywhere, pick up what you think you need. Someone told you that you need this item. I don't even know what it is. We're just going to test it and then we'll see. No. Vitamin E, organic vitamin E, is a no for me. Now, it could be this brand, but I've tested other brands and it's still no. So for whatever reason, I got lots of vitamin E in my body myself. I don't need this. And here's a really high quality smoked salmon. Unfortunately, no. Raw salmon that I cook myself, fresh salmon, I get a yes all the time on. So here's a just thawed, fresh, frozen, now unthawed salmon fillet. We're going to test that. So I got a yes for that and a no for the canned one. And it could be the canning process, could be the smoking in it. I don't know what it is or why, but if I had to choose one or the other, there's no question that this one would be the item that I would choose. Olive oil. Everybody knows that how wonderful olive oil is for you. It's the best thing, the best oil to eat. You know, the Mediterranean diet and all of this good stuff have extra virgin olive oil. Well, that's what this is, and it's organic. Let's see if it's good for me or not. Look at that. I get a no. I don't know why, but I get a no. It's probably because I don't like olives, and I tell my daughters that I was an olive picker in one of my last lives, and forever and ever I hate olives. But I like olive oil, and I still get a no. It's been like that for 6 months. Okay, eggs. Here's some eggs. Organic eggs. It's going clockwise, as you can see. Got a yes. Do that again. So, yes for eggs. Now, how many eggs? Let's test how many eggs I can have for lunch today. So we're going to start with 1 egg. Now that I've tested positive for the eggs, I take 1 egg. Definitely a yes. 2 eggs. A yes. Oh, it could be a good day. Maybe I can have 3 for lunch. That would be great. I'm up to 3 for this lunch. Good. Then we'll go for 4. Can I have 4 eggs? So I just got a no on 4. So if I want eggs, don't have 4. Have maximum 3. Okay, I've got this supplement. This is a Chinese herbal formula supplement for an enlarged prostate. So now that I got a yes, we're going to test how many I can have. So we have one here. Yes, of course. Now we test 2. Yes. Now we're going to test 3. So 2's my dose. Simple as that. Now, some people are very skeptical. They say, you know, how the heck can it test something through a bottle, you know, rather than taking it out from the bottle? That the whole thing is hocus pocus because of that. Again, suspend your judgment. You've seen what I've done here. I've got no agenda other than to show you how this works, and it does work. And whether it's in a bottle or out of the bottle does not matter. So here's how you test. So this item is yes for me, and it would be the same if I took it out of the bottle. Now here's something really interesting. This is very advanced, and you may find that this is hard to accept, but you can test an item from a picture of the item. Here is an ad that I tore out of a magazine. It's called Raja's Cup on the top, and it's a coffee substitute, decaffeinated coffee substitute product that, you know, in theory sounds really good. It's, basically, look at the picture and use the original testing method of pointing at it. You do the same thing. You point at it and you make your pendulum go forward and back, look at the picture, put your thumb into the middle of your hand, point the fingers at it, and I test no for that wonderful decaf organic coffee substitute. Wonderful. Don't know why, don't know how, but I question not its efficacy. You know, when I go against this thing and I eat something that gives me a no, or I forget to test and I have something and I take it, I've many times had almost an allergic reaction to that item. And I said, what the heck did I eat? And I will test everything that I had for that meal. And lo and behold, there's an item that I forgot to test or assumed was okay, and it turns out that it wasn't, and I had a bad reaction. So this tool is invaluable for you. If you want to get healthy, if you've got a health problem or you want to prevent having a health problem, you can test everything that you're going to eat, any supplement you're going to take, any body care product you're going to use on your body, any household product that you're going to use that's going to come in contact with your skin or that you're going to breathe. It is worth testing all those products in your house to make sure they're healthy and resonate well for you. The link will be attached below to the video, and you can go and buy your pendulum there if you want. Otherwise, just get whatever you think. But remember, this is such a responsive shape. It works. And look how much money I saved not going out and buying some vitamins or supplements that actually I thought were good for me. And everybody says were good for you, like vitamin E, and I actually test negative for. So that's it. Glad you enjoyed the show, and talk to you soon.